Hello everyone, welcome back to Trycraft. Today is the second episode in my gold farm build. Now, we're going to be starting with the actual build itself today. If you've not seen the previous episode, click the link that'll appear in the corner of your screen now. And that episode is all about gathering the materials that we're going to need to build this farm. Now, all I've done here so far is, as you can see, we're at spawn by the pyramid, and I've made a little path that takes us out to sea a little bit. We're round about 70 blocks out to sea at this point. So we are still within the spawn chunk. The spawn location is just in front of the portal there. So we're still within the spawn chunk. Now, the way we're going to do this is I want at the base of the gold farm there to be a pyramid. Similar to what we have there, but on a much smaller scale. Now, all I've done so far is set down some guide blocks. So these two here is kind of where the door is going to be, and obviously you can see it, the guide blocks going around the edge. So the perimeter of this thing is going to be a 20 by 20 square based pyramid. And then these blocks here, this is going to be the beginning of the collection system, and I'll explain that to you as we go along. I've then got some scaffolding going up, and that is 30 blocks up. The second set of scaffolding here is 30 blocks, and that 30 blocks is going to be where the farm itself will be. Okay, so we're going to start today, I think, by laying down the full perimeter for what will be the pyramid. And we've not actually got a cool name for this thing yet. We've got a couple of farms at the moment, which I've got cool names. There's the Tryon that you're already aware of, and there's another farm that's not yet been announced that Gobby has built. So we'll save that surprise for Mr. Gobby. I don't want to steal his thunder by announcing his farm before he has a chance to. Now, which of these has my sandstone? There we go. And there was me thinking my days of laying sandstone were finished. Right, so I'm going to just throw a couple of layers down, and then I'll be back with you guys. Right, we've got the basic pyramid shape in place, and obviously this is going to be our doorway, and up here we've got what will be what should we call it? Should we call it the drop zone? Yeah, we'll call it the drop zone. And this drop zone needs to go up 30 blocks, and these 30 blocks are going to be glass. So let's go and swap out some of, you know what, I've not brought the glass over, have I? Let me go get the glass and I'll be back with you. We now have our glass, and we need to extend this glass in one big tube going up 30 blocks from here. So we're just going up. You know what, it's going to be easier, I think, isn't it, to go around rather than... Glass tower is now finished. I did make this little hole in the floor to make getting down from the top a little bit easier and less treacherous. Now let's venture up to the top and figure out how we are going to make our top area. Once we get up there, it's a long way up. There we go. So the way this works is it's two sets of portals looking at each other with a little bit of a gap in the middle. So I need to decide, do I want my portals facing this way and this way, or this way and this way? I think I want them facing this way, which means I need to build out this way. So let's lay down a bit of a platform here. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, didn't want to do that. So let's place one there, bring it up, get rid of that one. Okay, so what we've got here at the top of the glass column, we've made a reservoir, a water funnel, whatever you want to call it, where the water runs down into. Ignore this block, this is just to help me get up and down. So this is to flow down into it. Now I need to figure out how big these need to be. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to build, these blocks are temporary, do not worry. I need to build a couple of the portals that we're going to be using in this. So let's, by my guesstimations, we want the portal to be above here. So this is the halfway point. Now originally the portals were going to be 21 by 21. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything in this build is even numbers, so we're just going to do the portals 20 by 20. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20. Then we're going to need a guide block, because we don't want to waste obsidian on the corners. Or should we? You know what, yeah, we've got the obsidian, let's do it. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should be at the halfway point. Ooh. Oh yeah. 11, 12. Okay, so that is our first portal. Let's make a safe landing down into the water. Okay, that thing is huge. So let's make ourselves some little steps to make it easier to get up there, eh? The plan is to have 10 of these going back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that gives us a basic gist of one side. I will be repeating this on the other side. Now this has actually gone back a little bit too far, but that's okay actually. I don't mind it going too far, I don't think, because I could have them on the end here, so I'm fine with that. So what I'm going to do, I am going to lay some more obsidian down, just so we know, why let me jump, where our portals are all going to be. So it just means filling this in here, and it'll also give us a bit of a safer working area. Okay everyone, I am back, and what has been A fraction of a second for you has been about 32 years for me. And what I've been doing... Thought I had a creeper sneaking up on me. What I've been doing in those 30 odd years is building a lot of nether portals. A lot indeed. So what we've got here is 20 nether portals with an inside space of 20 by 20. So each portal is 22 by 22 pieces of obsidian, and there's 20 of them in. 20 seems to be the number of the day, so there's 10 on each side. I'll take you up there in a moment. There's just one job we need to do first, which is get not that many of them, and we need some sticks, and we need to make some torches. Overkill again, but you know, whatever. Okay, so we've now got some lamps. The reason we need these lamps, let's go up to the top together. Right, so what we need to do, obviously up here is a big dark space, which is no good. So what we're gonna do is throw some of these down. So what I'm doing now, I just want to make it so as the piggies start spawning and falling into here, that they can't just jump up on the edge. So I'm just raising the edges a wee bit, like so. So the water's all flowing where it should be. If one of them ends up in the corner here, it will push them around. So that's just what we want. Do I need another layer there? Can they? Yes, we don't want them to be able to jump up there, do we? Do the other side. No, I'm going to open this up again. We need some dirt. Right, by my reckoning, I'm gonna need about 50 trapdoors. So at the moment I have 6. That is not enough, so I need to go on a quest for wood. Unless I've stashed any in here. Aha! 1. Okay, that's not gonna get me very far. Oh, got another egg. So let me go and get some more wood, and I'll be back. I am a lumberjack, yes I am. Right, I have been back to Trytown to get the trapdoors that I need for this thing. So let's get ourselves up here. Once this is complete, we should never have to come up here really, to be honest. Oh, don't do that, you'll die. Well, aren't I a lucky boy? Let's try this again. So there's a couple of blocks I can get rid of here. In fact, they can all go. And any that are touching there can... Right, I need to get rid of those blocks up there, don't I, before I go bringing that... scaffolding down. Let's get rid of the blocks at the top. I'm going to leave the paths joining the two sides, because they could be useful in the future. Right, so I think what I will do here is make a little path along the middle, and that should give me room to work and put these on either side here. So let's start down this end. Now for those who don't know, trapdoors, when they are closed like this, mobs don't see them as being, you know, a non-solid block. They just think it's a block, so they will just carry on walking and fall off into the water. Ooh, this bit's gonna be a problem. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Get rid of these blocks. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to block off this again, because all these blocks I'm now placing and losing, and I don't want to lose them. So I'm losing all my building blocks. It's finished. Went up across there a bit too much, didn't I? Okay then. So we've got that done. I need to put my glass in there. Have I got any glass on me? Yes, I have. Right, let's get across there then. The purpose of this glass is just so if ever we have to come up here for maintenance, we don't fall off the back, and also we want our bad guys going forward and not backwards, because that will be no good for business if they're going the wrong way with it. There, now we cannot fall. Right, our next step is to create the little islands in the middle. So let's get rid of all these blocks we've got here. And what we're going to be creating is a couple of little islands that we can place our turtle eggs that we gathered earlier on. Hi guys, so I am back, and I've had some issues with my recording software there, so the work that I didn't record, so I was just talking to myself for a little while there without realising it. So let me talk you through what I've done here. So as you saw earlier on, I've built 10 portals on each side of this water stream, and each portal has an interior of 20 by 20. So we've got 20 portals, each 22 by 22 blocks of obsidian. Underneath us we've got water which flows down into that tunnel, column, whatever you want to call it, down there. And there's water down there at the moment, but that's just to help me get down a lot quicker. Now what we've got in the middle here are some blocks with turtle eggs. Now these are the turtle eggs that I gathered earlier on in the first episode. And the reason for these eggs is the zombie pigmen that are going to come through these portals love these eggs, and they will pathfind straight to them. And because of the trapdoors that we have on the edge here, they won't be able, they will see that as a full block, so they will go to walk over to it, they will fall, and then they will fall down our column here into what will be our collection system. So let's talk about the collection system and what we're gonna do. The zombie pigmen are gonna fall down the column, and they're gonna land pretty well. You know, you can see there where they're gonna come through. They're gonna come right in the middle of the pyramid. So we're gonna need our collection system here. So the way we're gonna do this is 12 hoppers, which I've not brought over with me. They are in the other, yes I have, there they are. So we need to decide what kind of height we want to do this in. Now we don't want it too low, but at the same time we don't want it too high, which is why, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we did it there, that would put them 5 blocks high. So let's just put a little marker here and see what that's like height wise. I think that would work quite well. Okay, so I'm gonna get some more of these blocks. Have I got any more here? No. Let's get some more of these. Let's swap you for you. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Don't want any more obsidian. And what we're going to do, we're going to make a little perimeter just for where these blocks are going to sit. Okay, now we can get rid of all of these. So let's now, we want to just go up to the platform. Now I want one block there actually, don't we? Because we want to have one hopper pointing straight down, and we're going to have it one at the back. So the way we're going to do it, we're going to have that hopper pointing down, the rest of the hoppers pointing into it. So anything that goes in them hoppers now will land. Now I want to get some carpet, I think, on them. That will be the finishing touch, I think. In fact, no, that's not what we're going to do at all. We are going to put slabs. Yeah, we're going to put some half slabs. So let's leave the front open while we go and get the half slabs that we need. Ding ding, 4 of them, thank you very much. So anything that we throw on them will go into the hoppers and should end up, if I remove these blocks here now, in the one with its tail pointing down. Perfect. And from there we will be able to set up our collection system. So we want a couple more pieces of glass here, don't we, just to finish that off. And we can now replace the floor, so we need a couple more. Didn't want to do that. Just wasted all of them blocks making half slabs. I do that all the time for some reason. Okay. Right everyone, this is where we're going to draw this episode to a close. As you can see behind me, I have fired up the gold farm just to make sure that it was working. But we'll cover that in the next episode. In the next episode, I'll also show you the door that I have planned for this place, and also we'll work on the sorter to separate the gold from the zombie flesh and that kind of thing. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you found it useful and informative. And I hope to see you all in the next episode, where we can get this thing finally finished off and fully productive. So until the next one, Scouse Mouse out. Have a potato.